And my dad, or his mom let us know to kind of like keep an eye out for it, because at the time, the bike that he had that got stolen was the same as what I had at my grandma's at the time for a BMX bike. You know, it was a fucking Mongoose Outer Limit from Walmart. And I sold it right around the same fucking time I got my cameras, or, you know, my first camera. And so they asked if we could keep an eye out for the bike if we see it for sale on Facebook or whatever, and confront the dude and say, hey, the bike's stolen. And then and the person selling the bike would probably ask, how you know? I'm like, well, the bike that you got for sale is the same fucking bike that got stolen from my neighbor. And they'd be like, well, then if the guy's like, well, do they have the serial number? And we'll ask, or we'd ask. And if they're like, yeah, it's blah, 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 and write it down and give it to us. And be like, yeah, we got it. It's, you know, whatever the serial number is for that bike. And then check the serial number, actually check the serial number on your bike. So they're like, well, should it be in like a book or something? And my dad was like, yeah, and on the bottom of the fucking bottom bracket tube. So he's like, well, on the bottom of the bottom bracket tube, how would I look for that? I'd like flip the fucking bike over and look. Because at that point, you know, then if he says it's blah, 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 and it matches up, I'm like, all right, yeah, that's it. I'm reporting your account. You know, because you can do that. You know, report someone's fucking marketplace account or whatever. And they'll get kicked off a marketplace or whatever. Oh, looks like he's got a bad ball joint or something. His fucking, or a wheel bearing, one of the two. His fucking wheel wobbled. I'm like, all right, yep, that's it. We're reporting your account for, you know, theft, you know, for selling, you know, falsely selling something, because, you know, you'd be selling something that's not yours. And lying. And the dude would say, obviously would say, well, I don't have the fucking book or the box anymore because, you know, I don't see a need of needing it. I'm like, yeah, good point. You can just throw that shit out, you know, because it's, when it comes to working on bikes, you know, like putting them together, because Walmart bikes, if you don't buy complete, you know, if you buy them still in the box, you have to put them together, you know. And that's when I started to learn how to work on bikes somewhat, you know. So then I learned how to put it together, learn how to tell if tires are directional or not, you know, which they do make directional and non-directional tires. Like, the tires on this are directional. So that means they have to go on a certain way. Otherwise, if you put them on backwards, they'll wear out faster than they should wear out. You know, and then like the tires on my BMX bike are the same way. They are directional. If I put them on backwards, they'll wear out faster than they need to. Which in a way I think is a smart idea, because it's yeah, that fucking followed me. You know, I agree with that idea, because you know, you spend, let's say, $150 on tires, which can spend that much for a pair of tires. For this, to buy a brand new set of the same ones is going to be about $120 or so, give or take, after tax. And you know, you can probably spend a little more than that too. I don't know. I wouldn't, but you know, that's just me. You know, it's like even the tires that I put on the BMX bike, on the Fit Bike Co. bike. You know, those tires back when my dad bought them were about $70 to $80, which is, you know, still a lot for a tire, but you know, and the bike shop showed me cheaper options. I said no, because I don't ride on fucking dirt. I want something for street. You know, because I always rode on concrete, and I still do. And I still have those fucking tires after like 8 years later. So, or whatever, so. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to end the ride here. I'm going to go in and warm up a little bit and all that shit. So, I'll see you guys in the next ride.